Hi guys, it's me again. Today I wanted to share with you about a book that I read recently. I'm trying to read as much as possible these days because we have more sunshine right now, and it doesn't make sense for me to watch a TV series when I can travel to another world with the book. And as cringy as it seems, and probably it is, I really love romantic romances, love-oriented books. And if you have a good one that you can recommend me, I would be very glad to check it out and probably read it. Leave a comment below. This one is from Jude Deveraux, if I pronounce it correctly. It's written in 2014 and it was printed in Croatian in 2015, and I read it in Croatian, so I think it was a really interesting book to read. And this is my second one from Jude Deveraux, and I really loved the first one that I read. Was like Stvoreni za ljubav. That would mean, I would put the title here probably because I cannot make it up right now. I'm a mind in English, probably would be created, I don't know, meant for love or destined for love, something like that. I guess it will be in English. The book has like approximately, give or take depending on the translation, 330 pages. It's really nice. It's like those pocket books that you can take to the beach and read them in, I don't know, a week or something like that. It doesn't have any illustrations and it's really simple and easy to read. What I like about the author is that she always, at least with these two books, I found reoccurring the thing that she likes to play with time. So this one is called The Sva vremena, or For Forever, for all times. I'll put the name in English here. I'm not sure how it's translated in English. So the first one that I read was also having this plot twist with the time. And spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about the book in a little bit more detail, so I will probably say more things than that is written on the back. So if you don't want to, I don't know, spoil it for yourself and read it, don't watch further. What I wanted to say, yeah, the playing with the time. I like that one because I like this part about it, because of the first one, it really made me jump from, I think, 19th century. I have to reread it again probably so I can talk about the other one, but it was like from 19th century to 1500s, and the whole story was really magical, really old-time based, and it was really, really interesting. And I forgot about the outer world in general, but she was doing really good parallels back and forwards. So the other one is another story. This one is based on a couple that is getting married. This one, clumsy me, that was a cut because I dropped the book. This book is based on an event that is for the wedding of Alex Madsen and Jared Montgomery. In Croatian they sound a little bit different, the names, but I would tell them like I guess they were meant to be in English. On an island where a lot of joint families gather together for this event, and there happens to be one girl that is also a virgin. I think she was 20 something. Oh, I would lie. She was 20 something years old and she was a virgin. I think 26 or 5. Toby, and she meets both of the twins of the family. Let me guess it. What was their last name? Graydon and Rory. I think they were also Montgomery. They were saying their names in the beginning, but I forgot them. Anyway, very powerful family. There are actually two clans, I would say, two different families that are really popular, and the name dropping was happening through the beginning a lot. So these two twins happens to be in the same time at the wedding, and this particular character, Toby, that is the main one, actually is the only one that can recognize Rory from Graydon. So she's the only one that can see difference between two of them, although they are playing and switching roles their whole lives, because Graydon, I think the older brother, I think yes, he is supposed to become a king of a country. Which country was it? Lanconia. It's in Croatian. I'm not sure how it's translated in English. And Rory is his brother, that is a twin, identical of course, and sometimes it happens that they have to swap between each other and play their different roles, and that happened also at the wedding, but she was the only one that could actually make a difference between two of them. And here it comes the funny part where she gets a funny encounter with the younger one, and then later with the older one, and of course she falls in love with the king to be, and the story is really just goofy, funny and interesting. The whole differences between the two worlds, I would say, and they kind of get close to each other through this planning of the wedding that it's about to happen on the island. And while his brother is kind of replacing him as a king to be and doing his duties back home, he's enjoying helping her with different tasks at home and on the island, and they're getting to know each other a lot. It's really interesting game of mouse and cat, and I happen to be reading a lot of the pages in the night because I just really wanted to know what's happening, and it was really interesting to see how the author is trying to explain the sexual tension between them without giving too much details, without making it too graphical or too, let's say, 50 Shades of Grey type of book, but just keep it a little bit, mysterious and interesting for the reader, so can imagine a little bit more things by himself. But the slight details about how they are going about it are here, so if you're interested, it's like, I love those books that are like purely romantic, magical, with a little bit of spice and, I don't know, erotica kind of things, a little bit hints of sexual energy inside of them, but not too much, not too little, just perfect. And I think Jude made it really, really well in this book, where she combined all these things together, and that's why I'm going to search for another one, like The Prince and the White Horse or something like that. I will write the title of the next one here, and I'm looking forward to read more of her books. I hope you would like to read it too, and let me know what you think about this one. And if you have similar recommendations for authors, I would like to hear more about them. But the story, I don't remember everything from the beginning to the end, so I'm probably missing a lot of things in my explanations here, which I'm sorry about, but I read it like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I'm already in another book that I invested in right now. But I cannot even tell everything, even if I read it yesterday, because it's like 330 pages. There are so many details inside. And the thing that I like here, there is not a lot of repetition of things. How to say? In 50 Shades of Grey, you would see the same phrase many times, the same situations repeating themselves, the same conversations repeating themselves. Here, there is diversity. A simple and cheap and pocket-sized book, or just a summer reading kind of book, it is really diverse. It has the play between the time when they go to another house and they start. It has really interesting play with the time when they go, let's say, for searching certain props for making a date period wedding theme for a friend, and they're looking for things so they can borrow from the old houses on the island so they can recreate the wedding in that time. And they find the door with a lot of mysterious vibe around it, that it gives them a lot of how to say, grief, suffering, tears, and I don't know, overwhelming feelings, both of them, Graydon and Toby. And they found each other in one point, dressed in the time period that they were supposed to research, and back in time, meeting their own selves, but back in the past, and deciding what to do while they're walking around and seeing people with different names, but with the same characters, little bit different features, but knowing who they are in the real time. I mean, in the present that they were coming from, or the future. I don't know. So yeah, they were traveling a few times through this ghosted house, I would say, and they managed to change their future and the outcome of the future and the present that they're living and born at a few times after changing a few details through the story. And there are a lot of jokes inside as well, a lot of funny situations where are totally relatable and described pretty well, and also really kind of you can imagine it that it's happened, except the magical stuff, you know, except the traveling through time. I know someone could imagine that also happening, but the conversations, the interactions are really well described, so you can actually, I don't know about you, I recently found out that not everybody that reads books actually visualize what they're reading. I am one of those people that when I read, I take a minute, or while I'm reading, I'm just thinking and imagining being there and seeing those things. I'm traveling really through the book to see the, how to say, the set where everything is going on in regards to the book and the situation that is described. So it's really well written, so you can imagine the situation as it is, and many times I caught myself thinking, oh my god, this is exactly I would see it in real life. This is how people interact. This is really normal conversation, really normal interaction, very well described. And yeah, I really liked it. So yes, that's one of my hobbies that I really wanted to share with you, and a short story that it's having not structure like this on the back, or I don't know, plan what to say when, what to explain to you guys, but it doesn't have any plan or anything, my video for describing the book, but I just wanted to talk about it and share with you one of my hobbies, which is reading books, and those romantic, lovely, magical stories are my favorite. So if you have anything in mind that you would like me to read, or you are probably thinking, oh, she might like that one, please leave your Goodread list or just write the name in the title. And I hope you find it interesting as well. It's not a sophisticated book, it's not anything special, I repeat, it's just, I don't know, I found it for less than €1 section. Yeah, it's old and it's romantic. It's like written by a woman. It's just fun thing to read, for me at least, and something really small but touching. So yeah, that's it. If you want to hear more about previous books, let me know, and if not, I will talk about them anyway, because I really like talking about books. Next time I will try probably to make a plan about the story. I don't know if you got any idea what is this book about, but it's about love, and it's really interesting to read. I spoiled a lot of things, like giving you the main plot and the actual story, but not with much details. So if you're interested and you still want to read it, there is some meat in there that you can read, especially until, I don't know, from here, the end, it's getting spicier. So yeah, enjoy. Let me know if you like it. Bye.